Hello and welcome to our YouTube viewers, especially members from our Facebook pages, Area 1 Casino and Blackjack Hammer 21. My name is Frankie and today is Saturday, January 22nd, 2022 at 5:46 p.m. Central American Time. And guys, today I bring you a response video to the Billy Goat's no bust strategy session in Blackjack he had today. And once again, guys, he's an idiot because he proved me right. This is the third time he's done this, where he shows the no bust strategy, but he actually loses. Now, you're probably saying, hey, but Frankie, I saw the video. He won $175. Yeah, but you're not seeing the details, or you're not going behind the curtain to look at what he is doing to make you look like the no bust strategy works. I've always told you guys, the game of blackjack is the only casino game where you have a fair shot to beat the dealer just about almost every single time, with basic strategy, regular card counting, knowing the true count, knowing the number of decks that have been dealt, and of course some deviations from time to time where you might have a 16 versus the dealer 10, and because of the card count you might not have to hit on 16, just as an example, but it doesn't happen often. The point is, guys, that he is once again deceiving you into making you think that his no bust strategy, like all the other stupid strategies he has, which don't work, guys, because I've tried them. Yes, I've tried them. Okay, so what we're gonna do, first of all, we're gonna start with his bankroll, because he claimed he started at a $1,000 bankroll at the beginning of the year, which you can see, but suddenly he's over $11,000 without no explanation. Again, no proof, no history, nothing. The second thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what an online history looks like on a BetOnline account. One of my family members has one. I closed mine down. I'm not going to open mine one up because I hate BetOnline. But they still have it open, and it doesn't show any personal information. So that way you can ask the biller, go, hey, how come you don't show your history since you're claiming you're winning all this money? All you're showing me is the videos when you win a couple $100. We're going to divulge into that. Then finally, what we're going to do is we're going to dissect the video. And what I did was I took snapshots of every hand that he played and what he was dealt with, and we're gonna really in detail break it down so you can see he actually lost with the no bust strategy and won with basic strategy. That's what happened. And so we're gonna do all that, but first let's go into the bankroll. Alright guys, as you can see, this is December 28th, 2021, and he's got a $1,000 bankroll with 42 cents. At this time, he was claiming that he wants to, from now on, start at $1,000 because starting out with a low bankroll, $100, $200 is misleading. The truth is he can't do it. His videos that he records end up losing, and that's why he can't show them, because it's not good for business. He can't do what I do, where I take $100, $200 and turn it into thousands. Look at my videos, okay? Or take $50 and win $700. Look at my videos. So he's just basically saying that he's going to start out at $1,000 from this point forward. So now let's go to the beginning of January, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, here is January 3rd, 2022, and here's his bankroll, $1,600.60. And what he's doing in this video is basically hopping from one table to another, getting a win or two, and going from baccarat to roulette to blackjack. And then he'll do the same run again, baccarat, roulette, blackjack, and he stops. And so on this day, that's what he was doing. And I'm going to show you how he ended up. Okay, here it is, January 3rd, 2022. He ended up with $1,728.60. Again, he was going from one table to another. He ended up winning his last hand in blackjack, and he just basically did two runs, baccarat, roulette, blackjack, baccarat, roulette, blackjack, got a win each, and then ended up with about $128 win. Okay, so now this was January 3rd. Let's move on to the next date where his balance goes up. Okay, guys, this is January 12th, 2022. And you see his balance is $2,769. So you went from $1,700 to $2,700 like that. He explained that it's kind of weird because he went from 1,000 to 1,600. Didn't explain it, but he was supposedly sick, him and his wife, and he was in bed for a couple of days. So he played on his phone, mind you, on the phone, okay, on the phone, which is very small, and won in 2 days 1,700, whatever the heck it was. Again, no history button, which is it's at the bottom right hand corner. He can easily show it. His history, his bets of wins and losses, his transaction history, deposits and withdrawals, where he can prove that he was not being shady and that he actually won it. But we're supposed to take his word for it. Okay, so on this date, January 12th, 2022, he's at $2,769. Now, let's move forward and even a little bit more weirder how his balance goes up. All right, guys, January 17, 2022, he finished the last session at $2,795 because he started at $2,700, and I didn't show the snapshot where he ended up at $2,795. Doesn't matter. He went from a little over $2,700 to this $5,968.79. I looked to see if he had any other videos in between. He didn't. Again, he just makes it up and no explanation. The last time he was sick, played on his phone for a couple of days, supposedly won $1,700. Now, no explanation. He's just playing roulette. 59.58, I believe. He ended up in this session. He ended up winning a little over $100. So he finished this session. Now watch. This is January 17, 2022, and now watch how his balance goes skyrocket. Okay, guys, and this is the session that he did today with his no bust crap strategy. As you can see, it is January 21st, okay? And look at the balance that he's starting out with. He's starting out with $11,000. You went from a little over $5,900 to $11,000, no explanation, okay? No history, no transaction history, deposits, withdrawals, or the regular history where you win and lose. It shows you all the bets, nothing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what an online bet online account history looks like. Okay, guys, as promised that I would show you what an online history account looks like on Bet Online. Well, here it is. This account belongs to my family member who I have permission from to show you this, so I could be transparent with you. I told you I would show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, this was kind of ugly because here, as you can see, the idea of the transaction, the date, the type, the product, the description, the amount. She deposited $107.59 through Bitcoin on January 19th, 2022. I am just blurring out the IDs of each transaction just to be safe. Not that it's a big deal, but it is not my account, so I want to make sure that I'm being transparent and in full disclosure. Here, it was deposited. I had a win of $52.50 the first day. Second day, $42.50. I had a win. Casino lost $93 the profit, and unfortunately, I lost the bankroll in the last 2 days, the $107.59. I had a bad session, not to mention BetOnline's internet feed. You're going to see that video because I show you the ugly. Went out like 5-6 times in those 3 sessions, okay? So I'm going to show you all that. But as you can see, this is the transaction, Billy Goat. Again, you've got people that are claiming that they win every day. You see videos where they win hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, 20,000 here, 50,000 there, 100,000 here. But yet they never show you the history. You know why? I'll tell you why, guys. Because right here is where they will tell you, oh, casino funded money, affiliate money, that's where it will show. That's why the Billy Goat doesn't dare to do it, because he knows. Also, the betting history. You claim that you won from 1,000 to 1,600. You went from 1,600 to 2,700. From 27, you went to 5,700. From 57, you went all the way to 11,000. Well, guess what? Right here, you claim that you play on your phone, okay? On your phone, you claim that you played for a couple hours while you were sick and you went and won 1,700. Well, guess what? It will show it right here. Show me the history. And guys, I told you I was going to be transparent. I told you, Billy Goat, that 2022 was going to be totally different. And here it is. I'm calling you out every video because I'm showing my wins, losses, and ugly losses. Okay? I didn't have a good week. And I make no excuses. Okay? But I will win because I know I can. For example, let me show you what else is in here. Promotions. Free play. Bonuses. Like I've got my balance, well, not mine, but my family member's balance is 40 cents. That's from the deposit. If I were to take the bonuses, it would be here. It would show. And as you can see, look, full disclosure, I rejected their bonus. They offered me $110 free play and $3,300 rollover. And if I go down here, as you can see, I rejected it. There was a promo code, 50% sports welcome bonus. There it is. Deposited amount, free play. So basically they were offering me stuff to, well, not me, but my family member to play with. And I said no. I rejected it. I didn't want it. Otherwise it would be right here. Okay. And by the way, anything archived will be over here. Anything that I accepted on behalf of my family member would be over here. View available promotions. I never deal with that, guys. But a lot of these casino gurus and Billy Goats do. They take advantage of that, and that's why their balance keeps going up. And mysteriously, they don't show you the history. They just want you to take their word for it. Refer a friend. Look at this. Transparency. Zero earn. You know why? I don't refer nobody to bet online. I could care less. I don't refer no one to King Billy or any other site. I don't care to win referral money because it's not honest. When you're playing online, you're getting this referral money and then you're claiming you're winning. No. Sorry. So here's my referral history. Again, on behalf of my family member. Deposited, joined, referral sent, zero. There's nothing here. No data to display because we don't do it. Okay? Or at least I don't. Betting history, again, transaction, then there's payments, profile settings. But this betting history is very interesting, guys. Very interesting. Why doesn't the Billy Goat show this? Billy Goat, I know you're watching. I know you watch me. Tell me. Answer me. Because you have yet to answer me on the other three things that I asked for. One of them was your history. You don't even bother acknowledging it. So guys, I hope that this truly shows how transparent I am because I show my good, bad, and ugly. Okay? And right now, this account has 40 cents to its name. Sadly, I didn't do well, but trust me, I will. But tell me, would the Billy Goat ever do this? Would any other casino gurus ever do this? You know? There's a lot of them out there that claim to win all the time. But I told you it's easy to manipulate the balance. When you go from 1,000 to 1,600 to 2,700 to 5,700 to 11,000 without no proof, show me your transaction history. And I guarantee you it will show either affiliate money or casino funded money or referral money. Again, casino funded money is very simple. I go to Bet Online, say, hey guys, I got 10,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 subscribers. Can you fund me some money so I can play with? Imaginary money. What they will do is look at your account. You give them your YouTube channel ID. They look at it and say, oh, okay, he's got a lot of views. He's got a lot of subscribers. Let's give him $5,000 a month. Okay, so at the beginning of the month, they fund you $5,000. And at the end of the month, they take it out and reset it to the following month to 5,000 again. Whatever you win or lose, it's gone. You're not getting it. So if I have 5,000 at the beginning of every month and I get it to 10,000, 15,000, I get nothing. It's just to play with. It's imaginary money. But you know what the casino gurus and the billy goats use it for? To sucker you in, to make you think, well, he's got a big bankroll. He wins all the time. No. It's just affiliate money, casino funded, non-withdrawable money. And what they need it for is because they know, like Billy Goat, who martingales a lot, it's easy to martingale 15 times if you wanted to with a $11,000 bankroll. Easy. Because he will never lose. Because even if he loses, he knows he's going to win on the 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th martingale. He knows he's going to win it because he's got a big bankroll to cover it up. Guys, that's how it works. Okay? So Billy Goat, once again, 2022, here it is. I told you it was going to be different. Show me your history. Stop talking about documentation beats conversation. History documentation beats all conversation, trumps everything, and everything in between. All right? So now, guys, we're going to go to where he claims he won with the no-bust strategy. I'm going to bust that myth in a heartbeat right now. I want you to pay attention to the basic strategy board that I have here. And basically, this, what I want you to look at is right here. The 17 to 21, when you have a hand, either 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, as you can see, basic strategy says no matter what the dealer has, you have to stand, okay? There's a reason why I want you to keep that in your memory, because it's key to proving that his no-bust strategy is a joke. It's for the third time, all right? So let's begin again. Anything 17 to 20, any hand that a player gets 17 to 21, no matter what dealer card they have, you stand. Okay? So keep that in mind. All right? So let's now go to his first hand with blackjack. All right, guys, as you can see, I took snapshots of the Billy Goat playing blackjack using the no-bust strategy. That's so I can break it down for you and dissect every hand step by step to show you he didn't win with the no bust. This video was recorded on January 21st, 2022, which is the day he uploaded it. And of course, he has a balance of $10,975.09. He just placed a $25 bet. He's the one in the first seat named Big Dog, Big Deal. We'll be keeping track towards the left here of his wins and losses using the no-bust strategy. And also, as you can see, I blurred him out because I don't want his image on my channel. He's got a 15 on his first hand. Dealer's got a 10. This is just when he started playing, betting $25. Basic strategy says you've got to hit. Now, his strategy for no bust is anything 12 and above, you don't hit. Well, in basic strategy, 17 through 21, you don't hit either. Okay? So that doesn't count. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, if that's the hand you have, it doesn't matter what the dealer has, you're not supposed to hit, you're supposed to stand. He's saying anything between 12 and 16, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you don't hit because it's the no-bust strategy. So let's see how he fares in his first hand. He's got the 15, dealer's got the 10, and the result is he got a win. His 15 won because the dealer busted. And here, as you can see, the dealer got 23. He had 15, so he won. So now his balance is $11,025.09. That's win number one for the no-bust strategy. Let's see what happens on the second hand. Okay, guys, as you can see on the second hand, he's got a 16. The dealer's got an 8. And if you look at your basic strategy chart, basic strategy says he's got a hit. Again, his no-bust strategy says anything 12 through 16, you don't hit because you're not supposed to bust. So let's see how this one works out as he bets $25. The dealer busted. She had a 22. Billy Goat had a 16. So that means he wins. And this is win number 2 for the no bust strategy. How will he fare in the next 3 or 4 hands? Let's find out. On his third hand, he's betting $25. He's got a 13 versus the dealer 3. Now understand, with his no bust strategy, he says anything from 12 to 16 you do not hit. But in basic strategy here, 13 versus the 3, you're not supposed to hit. So this doesn't count even if he wins it, because you're not supposed to hit. All right, so this has nothing to do with the no bust strategy. So let's see how he does. Okay, guys, the dealer had a 20. He had a 13, so he lost. But this does not count towards the no bust, because again, dealer 3 versus the player 13, you're not supposed to hit with in basic strategy. So either way, this doesn't count. So he still has 2 wins, 0 losses. Okay, guys, hand number 4. He's got $50 because he lost the last hand. He's got a 12 versus the dealer 10. Now, basic strategy says you have to hit if you look at your chart. His philosophy, any hand between 12 and 16, you're not supposed to hit, no matter what. Okay, well, basic strategy says yes. Let's see how he fares here. Guys, as you can see, he suffered his first loss using the no bust strategy. He had a 12. The dealer's hand was a 20, 2 face cards. So that makes now 2 wins, 1 loss using the no bust strategy. How does he fare the rest of the way? Let's find out. In this next hand, he's got a 14 versus the dealer 9. Now, basic strategy says you have to hit. His no bust strategy system is anything between 12 and 16. Remember, you don't hit no matter what. So let's find out if he's right. The no bust strategy was a bust again for the second time in a row. The Billy Goat had 14. The dealer had 18. And so now it's 2 wins and 2 straight losses for Billy Goat using the no bust strategy. Do the losses continue? Let's find out. On this next hand, Billy Goat has to double up martingale again because he lost on the last hand and lost on the other one before that. He has 2 face cards, which gives him a 20. The dealer has a 3. Now, guys, unless the dealer has a 21, it's the only way she can beat him. But here's the thing. This has nothing to do with the no bust strategy. Nothing at all. Because this is regular basic strategy. Anything from 17 to 21, you don't hit on basic strategy. Okay? So this one, if he wins, it's because of basic strategy, not because of the no bust. Let's see. And just like I thought, guys, it would happen, the Billy Goat won his hand because he had a 20 and the dealer came up with 18. He had a $200 martingale on this hand, so he recouped his losses plus profit. But once again, guys, this has nothing to do with the no bust strategy. This is basic strategy, simple. He had a 20 versus the dealer 3. You're not supposed to hit. In basic strategy, again, anything from 17 to 21, you don't hit. So this has nothing to do with the no bust. He's still at 2 wins and 2 straight losses using the no bust. Let's continue. At this point, guys, he decides to move to a new table because he was complaining that he was playing by himself and that he wanted to have other players around him. Just so you know, he does skip certain hands. Sometimes he'll skip 1 or he'll skip 2 and then go in, which is fine. But he decided to go into a new table because he was not comfortable with the other one. But yet, he claimed that he wanted to go to a new table because he wants to use other players to his advantage. And he was complaining that the other players were screwing him over. It makes no sense. But anyway, new dealer. He's got a 13, Billy Goat. Dealer's got a 10. He's betting $25. Basic strategy says to hit. Now, mind you, he's lost 2 in a row with the no bust. He says anything from 12 to 16, do not hit. This is 13 versus 10. Let's find out the answer. Well, guys, the no bust strategy was a bust again for the 3rd time in a row. As the Billy Goat had 13, the dealer had a 10. Billy Goat chose not to hit because that's his philosophy. 12 through 16 you don't hit. He ended up losing. So now this makes 2 wins and 3 losses that he has using the no bust strategy. The only reason his balance is still positive at $50, you know why? Because he won twice with a 19 and a 20, which basic strategy says you're not supposed to hit. So he's won with basic strategy so far, not the no bust. All right? He's lost 3 in a row. Moving on. Okay, guys. Once again, this has to do with basic strategy, nothing to do with the no bust strategy. Billy Goat has a 19. The dealer has a 4. As we all know, basic strategy in blackjack says you must stand. 19 versus a 4. It doesn't matter if it's a 19 versus a 10 or 19 versus an ace. It doesn't matter. On a 19, you stand at all times. So this has nothing to do with the no bust strategy. He lost in the last session using the no bust. Right here, he's doubling up. That's why his balance is still in the positive. Actually, he's back to $11,000. But the point I'm trying to make is this has nothing to do with the no bust. So let's see if he wins this hand. All right, guys, the Billy Goat wins this hand. He had a 19. The dealer busted. Once again, this has nothing to do with the no bust strategy, which he's already lost 3 in a row. He's 2 wins and 3 losses. This hand, he had a 19 with the dealer 4. Basic strategy says you have to stand, so it has nothing to do with the no bust. It's the only reason he's at $100 profit for this session, okay? But when it comes to the no bust, he's been losing. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, another no bust strategy hand. He's already lost 3 in a row. Right now, Billy Goat's got a 12 versus the dealer 9. He's got to hit this because basic strategy says hit. But in his no bust strategy, 12 through 16, he does not hit. Let's find out if he wins. Survey says he lost. 12 versus the dealer 9. Dealer ended up with a 21. So now this makes 4 losses in a row using the no bust strategy. And again, guys, the only reason this session that he was playing on was in the positive, that $75, was because he martingaled on 3 bets, 3 hands that had the 19 and the 20, which basic strategy says you're not supposed to hit anyway. So it had nothing to do with the no bust strategy. Right now, 2 wins, 4 losses with the no bust. How many more losses is he going to get? Let's go. All right, guys, another no bust strategy situation for the Billy Goat. He's got a 13 versus the dealer 7. Basic strategy says that you have to hit. But because the Billy Goat believes in the no bust strategy where anything between 12 and 16 you're not supposed to hit, he also claims that because the dealer has a 7, they bust most of the time on 7, and you shouldn't hit anyway. Well, does he break his losing streak of the no bust strategy of 4 in a row? Let's see. All right, guys, the no bust strategy losing streak is finally over. As you can see, Billy Goat had a 13, dealer had a 7. The dealer did finally bust, and that puts his balance at $11,125.09, $125 in profit for this session. He's at 3 wins and 4 losses using the no bust strategy. But the only reason he's at $125 profit is not because of the no bust, guys, as he wants you to believe. It's because he won with the basic strategy, you know, the hand that he had 19 and 20s. That's why he's not in the negative. Otherwise, this session would be a loss at this point. So now, let's continue on and see, does he even up his wins and losses? He's 3 wins, 4 losses, remember. Let's find out. All right, guys, another good hand for the Billy Goat. He's got a 20 versus the dealer 6. This is basic strategy where you're supposed to stand. Anything from 17 to 21, you stand with basic strategy. This has nothing to do with the no bust, okay? This is where he wants you to believe that the no bust strategy works. He's still at 3 wins and 4 losses, okay, with the no bust strategy. Now, the only way the dealer can beat him if he gets a 21, obviously, but chances are high that he's going to win this. So let's see. All right, guys, and once again, basic strategy bails out the Billy Goat. He had a 20, the dealer had a 6. Ended up, the dealer had an 18, and so he won this bet, and now his balance is $150.09. Guys, He's at 3 wins and 4 losses with the no bust strategy. And the basic strategy, the regular, the 19 and 20s he's been hitting, this is the third one he's hit, okay, which is what's bailed him out. He's only lost with basic strategy one time, when he had the 13 and the 3, which in his case he was not going to hit anyway. Well, with basic strategy, you got to stand. So guess what? He lost that hand, but he's won the other 3 with basic strategy. The no bust, out of 7 so far, he's only won 3, lost 4. The math doesn't lie, guys. So let's continue on to see if he evens up his wins and losses on his no bust strategy. All right, guys, another no bust strategy situation for the Billy Goat. He's got a 13 here versus the dealer 7, and basic strategy says you must hit. But in Billy Goat's mind, crazy mind, he says anything between 12 and 16 hand you do not hit. So he's got 3 wins, 4 losses using the no bust strategy. Does he even up his wins and losses? Let's take a look. All right, Billy Goat fans, read 'em and weep. Another no bust strategy loss. Billy Goat had a 13 hand. The dealer had a 7. Dealer ended up with an 18. That means he lost. This was a no bust strategy losing hand. Basic strategy says he was supposed to hit, but the Billy Goat doesn't believe in hitting anything between 12 and 16. So now he's at 3 wins and 5 losses, okay, for this session. And you may be wondering, well, Frankie, how do we know he could have won with basic strategy? We don't know what the next card was. Well, guess what? What the Billy Goat was doing was he would play this hand, for example. If he would lose, he would skip a hand or 2 and then go back in and double up or whatever the case may be. But basic strategy gives you the best chance to win, on top of the fact that, guys, again, with the card counting and the true count and the number of decks that have been dealt, you can deviate once in a while. Like, for example, if I have a 13 and the dealer has a 7, and let's say the card count is -5, -6, that means I know the high cards are coming out and I could bust, and there are times where I won't hit. But if the low cards are coming out, the 2 through 6s, well, guess what? If the card count is +5, +6, heck yeah, I'm going to hit. Because basic strategy says to hit, and the card count says, and the true count says to hit as well. I could end up with a 6, 7, or 8 and hit 21. The point is, guys, he's claiming that when you are hitting on 12 and above, that you're losing 33% chance of winning. Basically, you're throwing away your money, and you have 33% less chance of winning. Okay, well, guess what? With the no bust strategy, you have more than 50% chance of losing, because you're at 3 wins and 5 losses, Billy Goat. Let's finish this up. All right, guys, we're about to wrap up this video, and this is pretty much the last hand. Billy Goat has a 16 versus the dealer's 10, and of course, basic strategy says you got to hit, but this is a no bust strategy situation. Again, Billy Goat is 3 wins, 5 losses. Does he at least get a 4th one? All right, guys, you can see Billy Goat won his last no bust strategy hand. He had a 16 versus the dealer's face card, which was a jack. The dealer busted. And so that put Billy Goat at 4 wins using the no bust strategy, but he had 5 losses. And with basic strategy, he had 4 hands of basic strategy, won 3 of them. And by the way, he would not have finished at $175.09 if it wasn't for those 3 basic strategy wins. How do I know this? The math doesn't lie, guys. Let's look at the numbers. Basic strategy, on his second hand, he had a 20, okay? He bet $200, he martingale, because trying to recoup his previous losses from using the no bust strategy. If you remember, he was losing. And so he went up to $200, won that. So he recouped his losses and won an extra $100. So that's $100 right there. The third, basic strategy hand, he had a 19. And he had to martingale because he lost the previous hand due to, again, no bust strategy. So he put $50 down. Okay, he won that. Well, $25 recouped his losses, and the extra 25 obviously profit. That's $125. Then on the the fourth basic strategy hand, he had a 20. It was, I believe, two face cards, if you remember, two jacks, and he had $25 down on it. He won that, so he won an extra $25 for a total of $150. And guys, he came out $175 ahead. Minus 150, that's 25 bucks. Again, guys, the math doesn't lie. If he would do this for a whole hour, meaning the no bust strategy, because he was getting 13s, 12s, 14s, 15s, 16 hands, if he would do that for a whole hour, it's been proven, guys, that he would lose over $700 an hour using the no bust strategy. It's been proven. Basic strategy, it's not only using basic strategy in blackjack. What makes the playing field a little leveled against the casino and the dealer is when you use the card counting along with basic strategy, knowing the true count, how many decks have been dealt, as well as deviations. From time to time, basic strategy might tell you to hit, but because of the card count and the true count, you say, I don't have to hit because of the true count, okay? And I gave you an example during this video. But the point is, guys, it's not just about basic strategy, and that's what the Billy Goat doesn't understand. Blackjack is a game of skill. Not unlike roulette, which is all luck, and the Billy Goat wants you to make you believe that he wins every day, or baccarat, which is a 50-50 chance. It's like flipping a quarter. Guys, blackjack is not your normal game. You have to have some skill with it. This guy is just trying to sucker you into some strategy that is proven not to work. How do I know this? Look at his prior videos. He had two videos in the last year and a half where, again, no bust strategy versus the basic strategy, and he ended up looking like a fool twice. Because on the second video, the no bust, he had the simulation he did, he had a 9 losing streak in a row, 9-hand losing streak in a row, where he admitted that if he would have been playing and martingaling, his bankroll would have been busted. But if he would have used basic strategy, just basic strategy alone, he would have cut his losses in half. Why? Because basic strategy, again, mathematically has been proven to work. And if you know how to card count, especially with the true count, knowing that, keeping track of it, again, the number of cards being dealt and the deviations, you can be very successful at blackjack. Are you going to have losses? Guaranteed. Just because you use basic strategy and card counting, I'm not saying that, you're going to win all the time. No, you're not. I had a losing streak just 2 weeks ago where the dealer beat the crap out of me 8 times in a row, and I was card counting, trying to keep track of the true count. Again, I haven't played in a year and a half, so it takes some time to get back on track. But it does work. Look at my blackjack videos from a couple of years ago. It does work, guys. It does. And once I get back on track and I start, it's like riding a bike, re-understanding everything again, I assure you, you're going to see me winning. There is no doubt. There is no doubt. But again, you have the Billy Goats of the world who want you to believe he wins all the time. That is a lie. This balance, like I told you in this video at the beginning, this balance and these videos can be manipulated easy. How? Very simple. Let's say I had $1,000 bankroll and I made $175 for today's session. And all of a sudden tomorrow you see me at $1,600. Oh, that's because, and I tell you, that's because I played last night again, but I didn't record it. But you don't show me your history either. I don't show it to you, right? Guess what happens? I could have probably lost $175 and lost even more than that. Let's say I lost $375, so I went down to $800. I don't want to show that in that video. All I have to do is deposit more money, $300. Then come back the next day and say, oh, here is where I left off, $1,175, and make it look like nothing happened. I'm just continuing on from the previous session from the day before. Guys, that's how easily it's manipulated. Or I can have an affiliate link and people are clicking on that link, signing up, depositing money, and the casino gives me 20, 35%, 40%, whatever they take in from the deposits because I brought new people in or referred some friends. I get that money, and now my balance goes up and I can make it look like I won. Or I can have the casino fund me non-withdrawable fake money and make it look like I am winning every day. And with a big bankroll, I can afford to martingale and lose 10 times, and still I know I'm going to win. If I have an $11,000 bankroll, sure, I can martingale 10 times, 15 times, and I know I'm going to win. Guys, try do it my way. Look at my videos where I start at $50, $100, $150, and then work my way up. Try that. That's real skill. But Billy Goat, you know very well that you're lying because you refuse to show me that history. You refuse to show me the transaction history to prove that everything in there is legit, that it's not affiliate money, that this 11,000 inflated number is not the casino funding you your monthly goal every month, or your monthly, whatever it is they call it, deposit, because you went from 1,000 to 1,600 to 2,700 to 5,700 to 11,000. When is someone gonna finally, other than me and others, when is the entire world that watches you gonna finally stand up and say, Billy Goat, show me the history? Because understand this, Billy Goat, history documentation beats all conversation and everything in between. And until you prove to me and others that your history is on the up and up, like I just showed mine, you're a liar. And I'm calling you out because I told you 2022 was going to be totally different. Totally different. Because you've got me to deal with now. Because I ain't going away. And neither are the others. But see, I'm just slightly a little bit different because while I'm playing, I'm showing the truth. The wins, the losses, the transaction history, the deposits, the withdrawals, the bets that I've made, everything's transparent. Unlike you, who claims to be transparent, all you have is a whiteboard with a bunch of numbers or a video saying, you see, I document everything. See my notepad? That's not documentation, dude. Sure, I can make 5 videos and then all of a sudden just choose the best one and air that one. I can do that too. I could do that. I can lose today, deposit $300, lose half of it, and then all of a sudden deposit more and then come back and say, oh yeah, I won. I'm up to $700 because I won last night. I didn't record it though. Anybody can do that, Billy Goat. Anybody. And you're doing it, and you know it, okay? Because you disappear for a few days and then come back and say, oh, my balance is up by $5,000 because I played, because I was sick, I played in bed, or because I played these last few days while I was not recording. But yet, you refuse to show that history. So 2022, Billy Goat, it's put up or shut up. Show the history or get the F off of YouTube because the walls are closing in little by little. I assure you, you don't know what's coming, but I assure you the walls are coming in. So for everybody else, I have to say this. If you want to follow this man, that's on you. You lose your money, that's on you. Oh, you might win at the beginning, but you're going to lose it all. You'll see it. You know why I know this? Because I did exactly what he was saying, exactly, and I was losing more than I was winning. And when I did it my way, I started winning. That was about a year ago when I first saw this charlatan. So if you choose to follow him, that's all on you. Don't come crying because no one's going to help you. And Billy Goat, one last thing. It's time to tell the truth. Time to show your history. Time to stand up and really be transparent, Mr. Christian. Integrity goes a long way. You have none. So I want to wish everybody a great weekend. Stay safe. And I'll be airing my roulette videos, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you will see that as well as my blackjack videos. And I want you to all have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Have a great week, work week. And I will see you in the next video.